Yo, I should make mukbangs. This sound nasty though. But I'm gonna let people come in the room and we'll talk. Because this kind of dawned on me that I really don't have a primary news source anymore. Like from like gaming news to like regular news. Like I use Phil DeFranco for regular news, but I miss a lot of things now that happen in the world because I don't have a source like I used to. I'll be down with the pickle in a second, but I haven't really eaten food yet, and I figured a pickle would help me kickstart my metabolism. Okay. And again, I don't expect much. I honestly need to like sit down and kind of relearn how to stream. Because when I tell you that I don't know if I know what I'm doing anymore, I'd be lying to you. Like, I really have no idea. I'm gonna be real with you about it. I don't know how to even. I mean, you know, what? I won't say this. I won't say I don't know how to build an audience. I will just say that I don't know what I'm doing. Which I mean, that's not that much different. I mean, I don't like. I play this. There was a point in my life where I could have been a consultant because I knew how to tell you how to get your YouTube videos and your TikToks and all. I mean, I can probably do with TikTok now, but I can help a lot of people with getting their online acumen built up. Right? I actually consulted on at least two jobs, helping out a couple companies fix their YouTube channels. And now, honestly, I don't have any ideas. I've been so away from it from so long. And I know that like the information's out there. You can find it on YouTube, TikTok, etc. Like in my mind, it's still kind of a crapshoot. You know what I mean? Like in my mind, there is no um my mind there is no like secret formula. You know what I mean? Like you just get lucky and you make it, or like you make the right video and it blows up. Because that's what it used to be, right? It used to be that you make the right video at the right time, and then that video would blow up, and then you would kind of build off of that success from the first video by making iterative videos that were similar. And a lot of times, if your audience loved your personality, you can thrive off of that, right? But then other people had different issues where, like, you know, in concept, you were a good, like, person to watch. But then people would get bored easily. Or, YouTube would move the goalposts. Like, you would go from, was it the focus being, make sure you make your videos under 3 minutes. That was like the original, like, guidance. To now, if your video is not 30 minutes to an hour long, the algorithm ignores it. It's a wild because like I really don't know what to do at that point. You know what I mean? Hold on a second. Sorry, I'm doing a quick little. lost it. I'm at a loss. But ultimately, I want to have a conversation. The three of you over on YouTube, let's start this talk. The one person over on Twitch, what up? Say what up to your boys. Make money, not war. What I'm realizing is I can stream somewhat reasonably during my lunch break, and then stream on Tuesdays every week. And I'm like, all right, well, again, it's not. I mean, for a lot of it is people will tell you this. I don't know if it's true. A lot of it is dedication. Like, I am going to make sure I do this thing every week, and it's part of my life now, and that's just what it is. I think I struggle with that a little bit, just because I feel like it's easy to say, all right, I'm going to make sure I stream every single day. And then you get into your life and you're like, all right, well, I want to do these other things. I don't want to just have to stream. And then, you're like under dedicated to the cause. So the minute you have something else more fun to do, you go do that thing instead. I mean, that's been my experience. That's been me. Like, I absolutely want to come back to this because it's something that I always enjoy. But that brings me to the topic. Like, again, topic at hand is the same. Where the frail do you get your news? Like, and whenever people start coming into the stream, I want that answer immediately, because I need to start over. I need a new place, I need a new goal, I need a new spot. Everybody I need something. Like, I don't even know how to even really fully explain it. I just know that something has to change. Okay. I'm just doing a quick test here. Decky really treating us like a side piece. Who treats us like a side piece? Are you talking about me? First of all, who's the main piece? I don't appreciate these side piece allegations. I'm just trying to, live my life, broski. Just trying to live my life. Oh man. So last night I didn't sleep very well. My insomnia likes to come back and remind me that it still exists, even when I think that I'm in a space where it's gone. I'll be like, all right, I think we're now entering the I sleep well era. Oh, let me put my phone on charger real quick. Ugh. Oh my god, my back. Ugh, I'm old. Ugh. I never would have thought I would be the dude. Be like, oh my back. Ugh. You said you only stream if you don't find something more funny. No, wrong. You didn't hear me. I said that I gotta dedicate myself to the stream, because what I wind up doing is, if I'm not dedicated to it and something more fun pops up, I get resentment, and I'd rather go do that fun thing, and then I'll just do the fun thing. Is that different than what you said? It might be a little bit different. It may not be that dissimilar, frankly. Like, here's the thing. Like, for years, it was my favorite thing to do. Like, I go like, yo, young Chris, what you doing, boy? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm chilling. And my friend would be like, hey man, I'm telling the story all wrong. What happened is I would get hit by friends to do things, and I would go, no, I'm staying in the stream. You know, there was one time that a girl wanted me to go on a date, and I said no, I'm streaming. And she goes, what kind of nerd? And I'll tell you the truth, I did that because she was trying to be a gold digger. Like, I won't forget it. I met this girl out. I was sitting by myself at a bar, reading a comic book. So I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to go to bed. It's okay. In the height of my insomnia, I realized I made a lot of weird decisions. Like, I was just like, oh, I can't sleep. I'm going to Jewel. And Jewel, if you don't know, Jewel's our local grocery store. Or, oh, I'm having a bad day. I'm gonna go, go to a bar and read, but not drink alcohol. And my one friend goes, so you're going to the bar, but you're not drinking? I go, right. Go, don't they want you to leave? And I go, they probably want me to leave. They're not gonna kick me out though. They go, do you want anything? I go, no, I got water. It was kind of bogus, if you ask me. I'll be honest with you, bro. We're not pregnant women, so I think we're safe to take Tylenol. Now, do I think that old Trumpy kids are telling the truth? You know what's funny? You know what sucks is I wore this hat out, right? And it's a regular. If you don't know, that rumor about Tommy Hilfiger isn't true, by the way. Like, he didn't say the racist thing. Like, when I was younger, I believed that rumor. And I was like, oh my gosh. He's racist. I can't wear Tommy Hilfiger anymore. I used to love Tommy Hilfiger. But I had to I had to kill it. I had to go with the wind. I'm too close, man, but it's just regular Tommy Hilfiger hat, right? That's it. It's a regular hat. I got it at a food convention. And I don't know how to say this, but I feel like Donald Trump ruined wearing red hats. You can't wear red hats anymore. You can't wear red hats anymore. Like, I got accosted about white people for wearing a red hat. And I'm like, do I look like I voted for Trump? And they're like, well, you're wearing a red hat. Is just what we do in the streets now? I'm like, you don't do nothing in the streets. You ain't from here. What you talking about, bro? Like, what are we talking about? I was so irritated. I was so mad. I'm like, I can't wear red hats anymore. And I understand why, but this sucks, bro. It sucks. look at me just using y'all for adjustment. I'm like, let me go ahead and emphasize the point on purpose so I can adjust my shot. Ooh, no hands. Because we do it with no hands. And we do it with no feet. And we do it in the streets. A. And we do it for the beat. A. All right, sorry. I hope I never change. Especially when one of the hosts wishes violence on homeless folks. I'm telling you, it's wild. All right, let me ask you people that are here before we get too deep. I still want to ask this question. It's still a relevant question. Where do you get your news? Where do y'all get your news from? Like, I'm talking about all news. Like, not just political satire or whatever. Not, but like gaming news, fish news, tea news. Like, where you get your news from? Cause I feel like I need to start over. Like, sincerely, I'm like, I feel like something happened to us. Something changed. Something's wrong. And frankly, I do blame the manipulation of the media, like of the people, to the media. Like, even currently with like the whole I won't get too political, the Charlie Kirk situation, with what have you. Um, if you don't agree that Charlie Kirk is like the new second coming of Christ, people go, well, you're wrong, and he was never racist, and all this stuff. I go, dude, he wasn't racist because he didn't say the quiet part out loud. If you have common sense, he clearly was being racist. And in fact, when you say he said when people say things like systematic racism don't exist, you already know that person's racist. Like they don't want to believe it, but you're a little bit racist. You can't look at the system as it is and think it's not stacked up against like certain people. You know what I mean? Again, that's not saying that like we're victims and when we're all being attacked. It's a situation though where the people in power are weighing their power, which frankly, again, if you're in power, you're in power. I mean, and when you're in power, you push things in your direction. That's just what humans do. And but like to deny that is to be like, it's like no, man. You're well aware that it's easier for people of a certain hue and education level to do more in this world than people of a certain hue and education level. It's just what it is. Like the idea that we're all equal is erroneous. I dropped my mouth, sorry. Like we are most certainly not all equal. We don't even have the same IQs. You know what I mean? Like one of the best way to explain this is when I was first going to college, right? And you know, I went to before that I went to an all black situation where everybody was black all around me. There was no white people anywhere, and in my high school, they celebrated the guy at our school who got a 23 on his ACT. Like celebrated, like, oh my God, you got such a bright future! Ah, right, 23. I got a 21. Okay. And I'm pretty smart. What brought my average down was the math, frankly, to be honest with you. I think I got a perfect score in one of them, and then a really high score in science, and then the math just tanked me completely. But anyway, this kid got 23. Everybody's like, oh my God, blah, 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 right? And then I go to college, and I meet people that I can tell, not to say that I don't know their IQs, but they're not smarter than me. And they got like 27s. Like, oh, I didn't really do that well. Or they got like 26s on average because the education was better. Like I often wonder what would have happened if my parents would have sent me to a white high school, or if my parents would have sent me to a high school in the burbs, because the CPS sucks. Throw it out there, because we weren't taught to take the test, right? Not to say I'm not smarter, but they teach them to take the test to do well to get into colleges. You know what I'm saying? So it's awful. It's all awful. But like there is a system in place that obviously held you back, because if you live in a certain area, people don't want to come and work in your area. People have certain feelings about you when they see you walk down the street. You be lying. You didn't say you didn't have a bias when you saw another human being. It's inherited by nature. You see something that's like, ooh, different, and like, ooh, scary. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. And we be lying, we didn't admit that. But I don't know. Anyway, let's see. Um, T News. If I hear something on the news, I just do research on the web, check about 10 sources to see if it collaborates with what I hear. Corroborates. So you don't just watch any like particular source, you just kind of chill. Plus, they don't act like it when you quote quirk. The facts speak for themselves. Like, here's the thing: you quote him, they go, "Well, wait, that was taken out of turn," and then I mean, okay, why did he say it then? I mean that's one thing. I'm not trying to be like ridiculous about it. He's saying things that he is aware will get a headline or get taken a certain way by certain people. If you dig into what he really meant in the message, it doesn't mean that. It means all these other things. And I'm like, dog, if you're so smart, which he is, then you know how to put your message in a way that doesn't offend people or insinuate that we're lesser beings. You know what I mean? Like, that's my part, is that You want to act like he's not talking down to black people or talking to us as if we're others. You know what I mean? Like they're just it's insulting to pretend like we don't know better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. 'Cause I had again a former friend of the show go, well, you're more lost than I thought. I'm like, bro, because other people don't suck at the teat of ye old Fox's Nugis does not mean that we are lost. What it means is that we have a different viewpoint and a different experience than you that gives us different insight that maybe you don't have. You're looking at it from an inside in, outside in situation, and you don't seem to clearly understand this. Like, let's see. One second, y'all. Arena, Lee, and I'll include Mary at the end. I tried looking for brief and SOW, but came up empty-handed. Done. All right, y'all gonna really appreciate this when y'all see what I'm putting together. You're gonna be like, whoa, Chris, you really do love us. We're not just a side piece to you. And I just saw that we got some more folks in here from the family, so I'm gonna say what's up in a minute. Do 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 do. Update and request. Okay. Send. Internal. Send. It's out there, y'all. All right. Note for job number 2, out in the streets. All right, let's see. What did I miss? Let's see. If I hear something on the news, okay, cool. Was it only cool? Okay. Chris B. What up, Chris? Those fans of his came to my state and turned Glendale into a garbage dump to know why they weren't raised properly, but guess they all thought they'd be raptured so they didn't have to worry about it. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Chris, I get my address from local news and Washington Post for national news. Oh, dude, Chris B, thank you. I appreciate it. I just saw that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You'll be my first donation of the year, if not the years. No, I appreciate it, man. If you ever want to jump into dialogue, let me know. I got you. So Annie DeVirgo, Chris, that girl that called you Honey Buns, she is a new chick. No. So if y'all know, I tend to cycle through my women pretty quickly because I'm a player now. I'm looking for love in all the right places. No, that's my current girl. We've now been together a little bit over a year. We started dating in August, hit some rough waters, sailed the rough waters, and now we here. Charisma Strategies, what's going on, man? What's going on? The question is at hand. I ask everybody that's coming in, where do you get your news? Because I can tell you, back in the day, I had like core news I would listen to or watch for everything, right? So I would get online, and this is back when I had a commute though for work. I would get online, I would look at Kotaku, I would look at pretty much all of Gawker, but Kotaku, Gizmodo, IO9, and then I would jump over to what's it called? Reddit, Our news. I kind of some around through there. A little bit of CNN, and then whatever was on Yahoo News because that was like the main page of my old job. And they had in Yahoo News, while it is annoying, it does a good job of putting all the info right in front of your face in all the right categories. And it's not like cumbersome. And then I had some blogs I would read throughout the day that would kind of update things. Now I don't know because Kotaku is trash. Kotaku isn't a news source anymore, really. Not that I know anybody goes to it for news. Like Polygon was a thing for a while. Again, I'm talking about some gaming type stuff. But for the world news, Phil DeFranco. I'll wait till Phil DeFranco drops his video around like 3:34. I forget. It's like different times, but Phil has really been my primary news source. Other than that, I just kind of hang out on YouTube. A lot of people say TikTok, but I am trying to avoid any social media that I feel like makes me feel addicted, or could make me feel addicted. TikTok is one of those ones where I feel like everybody gets kind of like all wrapped up in it. All I do is TikTok. Elon Musk, that's his evil brother. Yeah, dude. I mean, what's funny? I would hear that from people on Twitter too, or X, if you will. I heard that a lot too. But when I would go, it was hard to even find the news. Like I knew what was trending based on what was on X. Like I would play around sometimes, and like eventually, like find out like what people were talking about. But like oftentimes I would see the headline, and then I try to figure out what they're talking about, and then I'd be digging through all this stuff, and most of it would be misinformation or wrong information. And then like there's corn on there. We've discussed the corn problem. I'm currently on a hiatus from using corn, so I need to avoid that side like a plague because like, I was out of control. Let's see, without using Google, name a famous Japanese person. Not gonna lie, Phil is where I get my news lately too. Like, I'm trying to figure out if there's like a new like news aggregate I should be using that isn't toxic or isn't like super biased, or at least like I feel like it's somewhat neutral. Cause like okay, like I hopped on X right now, right? And I don't know. I'm not seeing what I want to see. You know what I mean? Although I will say this, I do follow Marquez Brownlee for all of his like reviews, and bro, be putting me on this stuff way before anybody else does. Like, there's a cell phone company that has like a LD LD display on the back of your camera, on the back near your camera, so you can see like your like flight information, or you can do like a video call from the back of your display, or you can see like the music you're playing, or you see your clock. And I'm like, well, you don't really need that. It looks cool, but you don't need it. And what happened to Conan O'Brien? Where's Conan, man? I was Team Coco all the way, and I know he got that show. I know about that, but like at a time like this, we need Conan O'Brien to host something that's not just a podcast, or not host a travel log show. Like he's funny, he's great, I love him, but I want the old Conan back, hosting a TV show that I can watch every week and feel informed, but also highly, highly entertained. I don't know about you guys, but I want that old world back. Anyway, don't get the whole prawn thing. but they will be passing laws that require you to show ID for access to adult content. You know, okay, when you say you don't get it, what do you mean? Like, okay, let's play this. My parents sold it, right? And I will not lie to you. I've just decided without any kind of doctor telling me this that I have certainly had some form of an addiction to it because I'll go, you know what? I'm not gonna do that, and then it'd be like a day or two later, and I go, you know what? I can just do it one time. It's fine. That's cool. It's not ruining my life or anything. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like doing it over having a life. I'm not doing it overeating, or I'm not like doing it to the point where like my hand is really big and I have a disease. But like, I think that like a lot of things about it. I'm thinking more about it's more less the corn itself, but more like the activity goes along with the corn. Um, like if I have to show my ID to access it, I probably won't do it anymore, which is actually a great deterrent. I know I'll say this. I'll be real with y'all about this. Like, there's a point where when I got my VR headset, I immediately got corn. I'm like, I gotta see this in person, and I paid for it. It was like I think a $30 membership or something stupid like that, and I would do it for like a month or 2 months, and then go back and cancel it because I'm like, all right, this is stupid. Why am I doing this? And then my one boy was like, yo, it's over for these girls. As soon as we get robots and put on these headsets, it's over. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's gonna feel weird, but also fantastic. You know what I mean? In fact, like I've been trying to get myself to use VR as my workout, one of my workouts. So I'm trying to lose weight again. Like, and what I'm realizing is that losing weight is more about in the kitchen because since I'm in this new place and I'm cooking again, I'm losing weight even though I'm not working out like that. You know what I mean? I'm not working out like 5 times a week. I'm working out like twice a week maybe, but I'm seeing a change because of the food I'm eating. Like the other night, my parents came by because I wanted to see my success. They came by and I was just showing off where I live, and I'm like, you know what? But y'all need a snack, and I got the perfect one for you. And so I made some guacamole. Because if you don't know, as I'm sure you don't know, I make the world's best guacamole. I don't just use avocado. I mean, my stuff is healthy, but also delicious. And my dad, who hates guacamole, was like going back for seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths. He's like, hey, this is good. What is this, right? All I did with my guacamole, all I did with the guac to make it rock was I used an avocado, I used 3 or 4 baby avocados, lime juice from a lime, 1 lime, pico de gallo with onions and tomatoes chopped up. Dump that in, mild. Keep stirring that together, stir together, right? Here's where it gets freaky. Real freaky, right? I took raw broccoli, yum. Raw spinach, yum. Dropped it in my Ninja blender, yum. Purified that boy, drop it in. Drop it right in. Stir it together. Fresh vegetables. Delicious. Fibrous. Omega-3 fats. The only thing bad is the chip. Like I need to find other chips. My chips, it's so good that you be over here trying to like lick the plate, but also eat every chip. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I do big work here. A little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of garlic onion, a little bit of onion powder. Roll that in, and we are eating good in the neighborhood. Sodium game locked in though, unfortunately. Sodium gang is the worst gang. All right. Yeah, the ID thing, I'm with that. If you gotta show your ID, it'll deter some people. I don't think it's a bad thing. You should have to prove your age before you access that kind of material anyway. I'm not for kids having easy access to it. Any big boy, any big girl, adults, that want to rock it out, just prove your age. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's fine. Like, we honestly should get back to the age of it not being so accessible anyway. Like, for me, it was always accessible because my parents sold it, right? So not their own. They sold DVDs and VHSs and whatnot. And I can go in my basement, and it was always there. And I just go when my parents were like at work. But again, now you ain't gonna do all that. Like, hey, you got a cell phone, and you ain't got need a window. Boom, boom, boom. You in. That's it. No matter how old you are. So I do think it's actually not a bad piece of legislation. I think people are upset about it because they like, unfettered access. But I do think that to some degree, having a little bit of wall against you and ye old Prawney's is not a bad thing. But again, if you really want it, you can go on X. You can go on it used to be Tumblr, but now I don't think you can do Tumblr anymore. On even Reddit, you know what I mean? Like you can find what you need if you really need it. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'll say Leon because because I don't say his name, or Don J. Drummond either. They're building a database for everybody that's against them with Reese Waters gives a funny take on politics for blacks. What's the take? Reese Waters' channel has great content. All right, let's grab Reese Waters. I don't know who that is. Y'all put me on. All right, I bought PSVR 2 a year ago and never took it out of the box. You know what's funny? I was going to get PSVR, but I saw what happened to me. Because I played PSVR for a bit, but I didn't like the strings. The strings were all in my way. I'm like, man, what the hell are these strings doing, dog? And then when I saw that, or the cords, that PSVR 2 still had cords, I was not a fan, because then, I got in the Oculus, and that was a game changer for me, being able to move around without needing to be tethered to anything. And then I got the next iteration of it, and it was even better. And I played that for a bit, but not as much as I played the original. Would I get another Oculus? I don't know. Is it more of a gimmick? Yes. It was a fun gimmick for the 2 years when I was really heavy into it, but yeah, it never took the hold I thought it was going to take. Like, at first I was so excited. I'm like, yeah, this is going to change the game. I'm going to do this all the time. And I did for a bit. It was part of my daily workout routine. But then you move into tighter spaces, and I don't know. Like, right now, I can make my apartment modular, so I can have room, like this whole space over here, it pushes over here, and I have a whole space to do VR. It's not a big, heavy lift. But I don't know. I mean, none of the games really took that much of a hold on me. Maybe till you fall. I don't know. But honestly, dude, I would say that at this point because it's gonna be worth some money since it sold so little. The PSVR 2, I mean. As much VR content, games that I love to play. Is technology reliable? It's very reliable. I would say that I'll take breaks and come back 3 months later and to take a look and see what's new. And it's not. A lot of times, the innovations are very low. Like, they put out a new Batman game. That game looks incredible, right? And you do lose yourself in the experience. I will tell you that. I will often forget that it's the middle of the day, right? Or you'll be so into it, it doesn't feel like it's you, but you do feel like you're immersed in something. Till You Fall, still one of my, maybe I may be saying that game wrong, but let's see. Is it Till You Fall? Till You Fall. It is. Sweet. I know what I'm talking about for once. Till You Fall is one of the most immersive game experiences I've ever had. It is a 10 out of 10 for me. I will highly recommend it to everybody. I only done any updates on it in the last few years. But it's great for exercise, great for heart health. I'll start the game over sometimes and just play it. Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough good things about this game. It's one of the best games to ever come out, period. VR is great, especially if you have the family and a partner and people to use it with. Tabla Speaks. Politics is another favorite. Stella Mags. She's on point with her views. All right, let me look at these people. Y'all talking about, because I need to educate myself. Yeah, let me. Let's see. How do I sound like a hypocrite? Please explain. It was funny how Grinderat was overtaxed when Kirk's followers were in Arizona. Strange how that tends to happen. Did you end up buying the new Switch? Yes, I did. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, let me wait until I get out of debt. And I got nervous I was gonna get one, and then I bought it immediately before I got out of debt, telling myself if I bought it immediately that I had to push myself that much harder to get one. So yeah, I got it. People were upset because they were afraid age verification is going to create a data trail linking into their porn viewing habits. I mean, they gotta make sure they sign something that says otherwise, because then those people can literally like sue if it gets out. Don't agree with the data tracking, but if you want to look at non-material, you should have the age verify. I mean, again, just putting an age into it, like if you're a smart kid, you just put, like, that's when you go to alcohol sites and they go, no, you can't get in. You put the year 2010, which at this point, is that real? Yeah. Like, okay, well then I'm gonna put 2035, or I'm saying like 1985, and you get it anyway. Yeah, I did. It looks, honestly, I don't lie to you, it looks really bloody, like really bloody. Like I didn't expect it to be so gory. Now that like cutting through people is not going to create blood, but I guess I didn't expect it to go that route. I'm gonna buy the game. Like I'm buying it no matter what, but I didn't see that coming. You know what I want to see? You know what I want to see them make, which no one's gonna make this. Is a Chris Hansen To Catch a Predator video game. Like that is something that would be a great April Fool's prank, like an announcement of a To Catch a Predator, the video game. Like, take a seat. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. You're a nasty, filthy man. I don't know. Like there's something in there. There's I will play that game. It'd be fun. Like you get points for humiliating them. I don't know. Do you want to pretend to be like you're Chris Hansen, or do you want to be the pedo and try to get away with it? You know what I mean, like it's like, all right, no man, I didn't do it, and you have to like make an excuse, like string another excuse together, and then see if Chris will let you out, but you never get out of it because you don't ever get out of it, but you can run from the police, kind of like in Grand Theft Auto, and like I don't know. There's so many layers to it. Also, my browsing history is not all pogs. You know what's kind of funny? Can I be real with you for a second? I think a habit I picked up on a long time ago is, in order to keep my I don't know, this sounds weird, but keep my attraction in order. If I'm dating somebody, I look for prawn to look like them. So I went from looking at some pogs to almost exclusively looking at like light skinned black women and some dark skinned ones too. But like I just kind of exclusively kind of shifted over to that. And I say to keep my attraction in order. It's like if you because sometimes when you're doing a do, you might pull out of your memories things you saw that turned you on last time. So I would often think about, prawn sometimes, or the person I'm with, it doesn't make a difference. But if the person I'm with looks like the prawn person, then it just kind of tied it all together. So I purposely look for like light skin, big booty black women. Never let this man design games. You tell me you wouldn't play a Predator game. I'm not wilding. See, Cosmonaut Variety Hour had a good idea for X-Men game. His videos are great, but also harboring a crush, so maybe I'm biased. Oh, you got a crush? You be falling in love with your parasocials. All right, let me drop in Reese Waters. Wait, okay, I see him. Oh, I'm subbed to him. Oh, this Lupe Fiasco looking dude. Okay, I saw him in my feed. I know I agree with something he posted. I clearly have because I honestly I need to sit down and just study him for a bit. Because what I would do in the past is I find YouTubers that I liked and I would study their content and then I would kind of see like, all right, here's what they're doing, blah blah. But all right, so you said Reese Waters. I think you said Tabitha Speaks. Tabitha Speaks politics. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could easily do a politics channel, but I think I would just be angry all the time. Like it will be like layup content for me. Like I could do it all day. I could just watch things and react to things and get angry all the time, but I just don't feel that's good for my soul. Like I just see that going poorly. All right, let's see. Since I'm already subbed to Reese Waters, let's check out Tabitha Speaks Politics. And I honestly woke up today. I'm like, yo, I really want to freaking figure out a new news site. All right. See, do you only listen to? Oh, not only. Do you mostly watch like black commentators? I ain't mad about it. I'm just asking. Tennessee University invaded. There will be more. They are still protesting for Madam Levy. Yeah, okay. Hmm. I thought you were streaming on Tuesdays. I am streaming religiously every Tuesday. Like you'll see me every Tuesday. If you listen to me, I was in the chat. I was saying, broski. um, I was saying, broski, that I want to stream a few times a week, but I want to make sure that Tuesday is a show that I always promote, and that's the one I want everybody to come to. The rest are gonna be like just little ad hoc shows, so you can look forward to chilling with me. But hey, what up, Dayton Chris? Um, yeah, NJJN. But yeah, I just feel like if I stream whenever I can throughout the week, then always go. But I'll be here for sure on Tuesday. That's a better move, right? Now you get little bonus shows, but you get a planned show every Tuesday, which I'll put all the effort and all the like SEO and I'll try. I'll just try. I'll try on those. Do you really think I would get canceled? Do you like if I did politics? Because I feel like I can't think of very many people who have the same audience as say a Charlie Kirk or a Steven Crowder, right? That do the same thing that the right wing people do. But I guess at the same time, I'm not obsessed with politics the way they are. I just care about right and wrong and people doing the right things, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I'm not gonna come out here and be like, well, the statute of blah, 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 ice cream and tacos and da 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 da, and then ICE did this, right? It is more of a like, yo, that's effed up, bro. Like, these are people. They're still people at the end of the day. Phil and Reese on the only news type channels I check regularly. Okay. All right. So, but you also, okay. So Phil DeFranco and Reese. Jess, fix my mess. My fiance flirts with her personal trainer. Oh, her. No, that ain't going right. MAGA is trying to groom our kids. I'm just looking at when you search these certain channels, see what happens. YouTube is changing so many features, it's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and watch that later. Hmm. All right, I'll save this for later. Let's see, UNB Council after his assassination, you would have said something that made conservatives upset. You know what I mean? I already did that. You know what's funny is that I feel like you can sneeze the wrong direction and make a conservative upset. Like, like they're on the defense always. Always. You say anything that remotely insinuates that they might be wrong, and they get super hyper vigilant about it. I don't know. It's weird to me. I feel like I've known a lot of people, and it's like almost like the conservative politics hijacks their brains. Like I don't know how to explain that any better. Like it's not like you like become a liberal and you go, oh my god, I'm realizing all these things. It's like I feel like a lot of things. I'm gonna sound crazy. A lot of things with liberal politics are just seem like to me to be common sense and human decency. Like don't like it's like people were like, ICE, like make sure that we get people out of this country who are taking our jobs and all this stuff, blah blah blah. I'm like, dog, you aren't working those jobs. Like you're not, and you're not. And the thing is, and even if you want to work those jobs, I see white dudes work those jobs all the time. Like anytime you watch a movie where like a guy like loses his whole business or he goes to jail and comes out of jail, what does he always do? He gets a job doing construction. He gets a job doing landscaping. And it's not like these jobs are exclusively given to people of different colors. They're just highly outranked because they're the jobs that we, as Americans, educated Americans, don't take. I mean, that's just what it is. And like, I know people who go back to school and do all these things and don't make it, and then wind up just working some remedial job. They rather do customer service, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know. I just feel like the idea of wanting to get people out of this country who don't belong here legally is a weird one to me because you literally help migrate an entire nation of people, black people, mind you, against their will. And then when we want to go home or get our like 40 acres and a mule, you're like, well, we can't do all that. We can't do that. You stuck here, boy. You know what I mean? Like, what? Get out of here, man. I feel conservatives would be upset. You see, the sky was blue. I watch Omni. He does anime and world news. Okay, let's look up Omni. I'm gonna add Omni to my list because I need people. And it's built with Dr. Rashad Riche, his amazing hosts who cover political stories. All right, let's see. What else is in Omni's name? When you look up Omni, you get a nightclub immediately. Let's just do Omni. Omni. Let's just say anime. No, get Omni Man. Now I need more info on Omni because. Oh wait, I found him. You can be arrested for watching anime. I think I've seen this guy around before. All right. And then Indisputable with Dr. Riche. We in the building. Look at all these brown people out here y'all watching. You know how I watch? Chris Hansen. Let's see. Right, like we snowflakes, we're soft. We gonna melt. Here's the thing: some people are taking it too far. Some people don't. Very on point, Douglas. In the Fox morning and outrage media made me feel like I was in one of those films. You know, let me play this. Let me play this. If you ever watch how Donald Trump moves, if you have any amount of common sense, you know that he only serves the people that serve him, right? And yet you think he's a sound mind and someone you should follow. When Fox News didn't carte blanche have his back, all of a sudden they were Fox News. They were fake news, right? All of a sudden they lost their way, and you can only trust Newsmax. If you don't have his back 100%, you are wrong. That is a dangerous precedent and a dangerous president. Someone who can't admit they're wrong, someone who can't live in their wrongdoing, someone who literally can't take it that someone doesn't agree with him, even those same people helped him get elected, even those same people had his back for years. When you do something wrong and they call you out for doing something wrong, now you're the bad guy. Instead, you may be going and looking in the mirror going, wait a second, maybe if my most staunch supporters can't get behind this, maybe there's more levels to it. Is that crazy? Or is that making too much sense? You tell me. It's just wild. It's wild. Well, I think I told you that the reason I didn't want to do that is I didn't want to chase news for a living. Like, I imagine the amount of work you got to put into being the Black Phil DeFranco. Like, but again, I guess if I want the rewards, I got to put in the effort, right? But I feel like that's like almost a 24-hour job. You got to track every big story, or at least curate stories that matter to you. And that's why I'm gonna be honest with you, that's kind of why I'm asking today, what news do you watch? Because I don't know what to follow. But yeah, I don't know. I just think that, like, if you just watch how this man moves, Trump, I mean, you clearly see that if you're not a complete loyalist, he doesn't support you. He turns his back on people all the time. I still will ask you to please tell me what changed J.D. Vance's mind about Trump, because he's literally said before Trump was elected that I'm a never Trump guy. That guy's almost like Hitler, right? What did he change? What did Trump change about himself that make J.D. Vance change his mind? You know what I think it was? He gave J.D. Vance an opportunity at power. He gave J.D. Vance an opportunity at leadership and influence. And he goes, screw my morals. I'm going to do what I got to do to get ahead so I can do what I got to do. If you don't see that, I don't know what else to tell you. Like, people will go make all these excuses, and I'm like, dog. He over-exaggerates everything. And what people will tell you is, well, you just taking it too seriously. I go, the leader of the free world shouldn't be taken seriously? What are you talking about? This man has the most influence of almost anybody in the world. If he gets on a stage, even if he was joking, I don't know if he was or not, and says, I hate my enemies. I hate my enemies. I wish nothing but the worst for them. He didn't say that directly, but he says, I don't want what's best for them, is what he said. And I'm walking down the street, And Douglas, you'll appreciate this. And I was thinking about that today, and I go, I don't know who is the bigger hater. I don't know who made hating cool again better, Kendrick Lamar or Donald Trump. And I've said it before. Kendrick Lamar is the Donald Trump of rap. He gaslit and manipulated the audience very staunchly with no fact behind it, but he knew what would work, and he knows what gets people. And he systematically tore down an immigrant from Canada. But I don't know who made hating cool again. But apparently it's okay now. But again, Trump claims to be a Christian. Trump claims to have a moral authority. You want us to follow him. If you even mention that he said this whole like, oh, I hate things like that. Nah, dog. Come on, bro. Listen, ain't no stage. This is a soapbox, baby. If you go break down the battle, Kendrick employed Donald Trumpian tactics. You can't tell me he didn't. When he literally goes, certified lover boy, certified pedo, wow, right? That makes you think there's proof that there's some pedophilia going on, right? But you look into the case, Bucky got a weird case. Why is he around, right? That implores an idea that they plant into your head that Bucky has a case with kids, and he doesn't, right? That's a trick. It's a lie. It's a diversion. It throws you off the course, okay? It's thrown out there. Or he'll sit there and go, I ain't got to pay money and put money in the streets to try to get information, when you clearly did because you got bad information because you ran it about some 11-year-old girl that doesn't exist that Drake planted on your butt, okay? So you clearly are a liar. But then you tell people that, well, Drake's a liar and a master manipulator too. Don't tell lies about me. I won't tell truths about you. But you lied. You did go and put money in the streets. Even J. Cole backed that up. You know what I mean? Or like how like he's not what his persona says he is. Like in the 7-minute drill. Like other people back this up. This is not just a Drake is being petty type situation. But without getting too deep into the ye old battle of old, he implored tactics that Donald Trump uses in his speeches and in his campaigns. And so that's to me why Trump even double down on hate. Like literally, I hate the way you walk, I hate the way you talk, I hate the way you dress, right? I thought hating was bad. What happened to that? I thought it was a tenet in hip hop that hating is bad. Shout out to all my haters. Shout out to all my haters, because haters suck. Haters are pathetic. Haters are people that sit in the sidelines and watch you be happy while they stewing in their little baby 4 Jordans. I hate seeing you have fun. I hate seeing you be yourself. I hate seeing you collaborate with other people. Then straight up lies on other people, going, hey, 2 Chainz said you cool, but he lied. You a slime in your head. You don't know any of that. You just made stuff up. Making things up. But the world goes for it, because frankly, I'll be real with y'all, you put a good beat on anything, and the most simple of black people will dance to it, bop to it, tell you right, tell you the great, you the GOAT. When in reality, your career was in a downturn at that point. It was in a downturn. The boy was thriving, okay? It's just what it is, man. It is what it is. But I get it, because black culture essentially will push back on anything that isn't their norm, isn't anything that isn't like the most blackity black thing. And again, my girl is a prime example. Never listened to Kendrick to the beef. Like she knew Money Trees and It's Gonna Be All Right and those staples, but she didn't listen to no albums, right? Barely listened to Drake, but she probably went out with her girls and danced to Drake. Like, yeah, this is Drake's song. Yeah, God's playing. Love it. Yeah, shake that booty. Right? Did all that stuff. But when it came down to the beef, she picked the side that she knew would be accepted most often by militant black culture, but didn't have any of those facts to her side. I had all the facts. I'm coming in like, yo, how about this, how about that, how about this, how about this collaboration? What about when, back in the day, when Kendrick used to be basically a derivative of Andre 3000, right? And I played it for her. She was, wow, he sounds weird. Why are you doing all those voice modulations? Why is he doing all this stuff? Go, this was his style. This is what he did. This is his thing. He only got tough all of a sudden. His boy was a goofy cornball too, and collaborated with Drake regularly, and they made amazing music together. Because, like it or not, the reason that beef was entertaining is because you had two titans going head to head. And I'll say all that to say is that when it came down to the real battle, Kendrick took some playbooks from Trump that work. They're manipulation factors. Again, the fact that Trump exaggerates everything is a tell sign. Everything he's the ultimate hype beast. Everything can't be great. Everything can't be the best you've ever seen it. Oh, is there he's gonna fix? He lies constantly, but y'all want to rock with him. That's wild to me. This is wild to me. All right, Coach D speaks. Again, I could go off forever on that beef. Another black man? Let's go. More news for the boy. All right. Not just can't admit when he's wrong, but everything is self-claimed to be the greatest I've ever done. Yep. Everything all about him. Plus, he threatened, calls out the UN. Like at Charlie Kirk's memorial, right? When he goes, one of the last things that Charlie told me before he died was, Mr. Trump, please go fix Chicago. Go help Chicago. I guarantee you, Charlie Kirk don't know ever about Chicago. He ain't care about us. He did not say that. And it don't even sound like a conversation that was had. I'm sorry. Like what? You're just lying on a dead man. No shame. It's no shame. He used that as a political point so he can come to Chicago, even though he knows he's not wanted here. Like, he's going to bring up more turmoil in the city. And when they brought people here before, for the record, if y'all notice, they didn't send them to the inner city where the real problems are, for the record. They sent them to, nice neighborhoods, like Streeterville. I live near these places now. They didn't send them to places where the help was actually needed. They sent them down to the whitest neighborhoods. And I'm like, why are y'all here? We need y'all over there. Yeah, the crime rate in Chicago is high, right? But it's mostly concentrated. Like robberies and stuff are normal, but it's mostly concentrated. I have a lot of friends. I know 3 people that have been robbed ever in my 40 years of living in the city. Including my parents never been touched. I mean, and they live on the south side, but they don't live on the west side where my grandmother was from, where all the hood activity is. And I'm telling you, he's too scared to sit them where they really need to go because he knows that the YNs ain't gonna play that game. The YNs gonna fight and they gonna come busting. It's not a joke. The YNs is not to be played with, and I don't think Trump even knows the geography of Chicago to understand how we're broken up. Seriously. Again, they tried this already, and it didn't do anything. You are not saving Chicago by bringing the armed guards here. You're gonna inflame hostilities when the mayor and the governor don't want you here. Go where you're wanted, not where you're tolerated, and we ain't gonna tolerate it. I don't believe in protesting because my mom taught me a long time ago. She's like, "You black, they gonna get you first." No, I believe in protesting, but I am weary of doing it in certain situations because I ain't trying to die, and they will target you first. Everything's all about him. Plus, when he threatens and calls out the UN, other leaders know they take him seriously, even though he's a wackadoo. What stages there's okay, players ball, okay. It was war, a beef. Drake started. Drake ain't started that beef. Kendrick started that beef. Kendrick got upset. I hate people who say this. Kendrick got upset about J. Cole's line about the big three. Made the first throw. Drake's like, F little midget boy, let's jump in. That's what happened. Drake, let's let it go. No, I know he lost. No one say he didn't lose. He lost. He lost it himself. But he lost to dirty tactics. Again, that Drake, I hear you like I'm young, that don't bother me because he already called that out. A year later, you still triggered. Ain't no cake, bro. October's very own is OVO. Because I'm also a Scorpio like Drake. Hey, we don't play games, bro. We passionate about this. We don't let go. We petty, boys. Petty boys. Let's go. All right. The Trump of hip hop. I said what I said. Fight me on it, man. Diddy? Nah. Suge Knight? Nah. 50 Cent? Nah. Nope. Nah. 50 Cent is a jerk. 50 Cent is a troll. Okay? Suge Knight is a literal, physical, intimidating bully, but he in jail. He don't matter. Diddy just trying to get freaky. I'm just saying. Like, yes, he beat Cassie. That's messed up. It's effed up. It's wrong. But he's just trying to get freaky. I don't know. Everything that I've read and seen in interviews and everything else, like they interviewed like the prostitutes on Vlad TV and everything else, like I am inclined to believe that Diddy really does not deserve to be in jail. I put it, not for sex trafficking or anything like that. He deserves, at the very least, to be, give him like 2 years so he don't hit no more women. But I don't think he was out here orchestrating all these things that they put him out there for. I just don't believe it. No, Kanye be the Trump of hip hop. No, Kanye is literally broken. He's a broken man who's severely mentally ill. One Titan, one Karen. Nope. First of all, if you go back, do yourself a favor, go back and listen to the diss tracks. Go back. Drake was spitting his ass off on Family Matters. Drake was spitting his ass off. He was like lyrically doing like gymnastics. He was killing it. Not like us, was so simplistic and basic. I'm sorry. If you like hip hop, go dissect that album. Those songs. Like Drake had a flop song, and then Kendrick had a flop song. They both put out like some weak responses. They both had heaters. But I will say lyrically, Drake was in there, bro. Everybody keeps saying, well, the battle was between Drake and Kendrick only. It wasn't, though. The beef was like 20v1 from the start. Kendrick ran with it, but that's not what it was. Let's be real here. But he ain't no Karen. Let's stop that game. Still getting flack from some people because I'm Asian and I'm responsible for COVID, but I'm the wrong kind of Asian. What do you mean? What's the wrong kind of Asian? All I say is just Big Me and Drake out. No. No, he said more than that, and you know that. Scorpio isn't Drake. No, Drake is Scorpion. No, October's very own. He is a Scorpio. Get out of here with this cancer boy. Don't just smirch our name. Hey, ain't nobody part of the problem. Ain't no problems. Only solutions. Who is Jackie Long? All right, I got a meeting starting for work. I love when y'all come through and we just rock it out. This is my favorite shit. This is my favorite thing in the world. I love it. Oh yeah, Mudhar from Some Ordinary Games. Mudhar from Some Ordinary Gamers is good. All right, let me add that too. Interesting. All right. This meeting is starting, but I don't have a lot to do in it. I'm debating if I even go. People say in China was responsible, but you can't specifically blame them. I'm Vietnamese, however, but when folks see squinty eyes, they don't. They assume the worst. The best friend from ATL, Mutahar. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad, bro. All right. I'm going to jump in this meeting real quick. But I don't think I have to talk in it. Give me a minute. Join the meeting now.
It's driving me crazy. I'm sorry, what did you say, man? Was that a cough or a sneeze? Oh, that was a cough. Yeah, like,
All right, there we go. Wait, one sec. Let me ask you guys this:
bipolar being sick, but for some reason,
who do you guys watch for like anime news?
okay.
Because I'm trying to like figure out
Is it one of those
where do I
things?
get my info from for like anime other than my anime list.
What is that? Different problem? No idea.
I have no idea who Jackie Long is. This is all confusing to me. Who is Nunu? You just saying words to me. I'm like,
They just
what are you saying?
right before summer.
So,
Yeah, sharing is caring.
yeah, I'm not kidding you. I almost, I almost started talking with my mic unmuted in this meeting to y'all, and I'm like, oh no, it's beginning. I can't make those kind of mistakes. I can't. Oh. All right. I thought you paid attention to this, so I'm gonna pause on streaming. I'm not gonna stop streaming, but I'm just gonna I'll be back in about 20 minutes. So I'll put up a little signage. But I need to take a break. So y'all can hang out in the chat. But I'll be back after my meeting. Sorry if that's weird. I just I gotta feed my kids, y'all. So I'm gonna put the mic on silent. Anyone comes in the room, let them know what's up. But I will most certainly be back in the next 20 minutes or so. All right, I'm gonna go silent for y'all, but I'm gonna put on some music. One second, y'all. We're back. There's a meeting that they put me in that I have to do like participate in one part, and then I'm always done a second later. So I'm gonna chime in.
Were you in any of them?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
in all of them.
That part was
Four,
like
four weddings, and they were all Indian weddings. So like, not,
oh
it,
man.
it wasn't just like 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
It was just
Multiple
like, yeah,
What up, charisma?
events leading up to preparation. Yeah.
yep.
I want to tell you I made the best guacamole in the world.
Right. I'm gonna try to make Cardiff a little more at ease next year. How about that?
All right. I'm trying to balance this, but
By you guys.
Uh,
I want to say one thing and I'll jump back in.
set the intention to take more days off. That's like not a vacation or because one of my kids needs something, but just taking a day off where like they still go to school and I take the day off and I either do everything or nothing. Because I, have defaulted to prioritizing my time around kids and not around like me pausing, but like everyone else pausing, or then that's not me pausing anyway. So I need to just schedule like a day each month where it's just a random day take off, but the kids are still in school. And please don't get sick on that day.
That's a good point. It can be very relaxing to stay at home alone in an empty house
Yeah.
with no time
Oh,
demands.
exactly.
Not tell anybody that you're doing it. That's a sure way to get interrupted.
I never finished that game. I got like partway through the first like run of the game, and then I literally just never did it. I was like, I like this game, but it's not blowing my socks off. I think I was pretty early in the game too. I was in that warehouse. I got out the warehouse, had to get in my car, and then I never returned. But I'm also making a point to try to like finish games I didn't finish. So I'm doing that right now. Like I just know what'll happen if I don't. I'll just keep buying more games I don't finish and wasting more money. Like the point of the games is to be, entertained. The point of the game is to, do your thing. You know what I mean? Like you buy the game to be entertained and to be have fun, and then you don't finish it, you don't complete it. To me, that's kind of whack. It's a lot of money. Now the games are like $80. You better be finishing them. I put me on, bro. Hook me out with some of these 6-figure remote jobs, dude. I'm telling you right now. I'm highly debating if you have the know-how, hire somebody to work the job for me, give me half the money. But I'll tell you, one of the companies I work for, they're always trying to hire people, and the work is so crazy. I'm not on Instagram per se right now, but I can recommend you to this company, and you'll probably get the job because they hire everybody. For me, it's the gameplay and the world. The story is super amazing. Was one of the best worlds and environment we're seeing in the game. So maybe I can explore it enough. All right, one second. I'm gonna jump in this meeting and say something real quick.
Make sure I'm doing it early in the year and not just
I ain't take them all,
down to the third
but
or last
I got the ones for me. The question is, are you qualified for the stuff that I do?
But you just gotta work on
If you are, there's a chance.
and evenly space them. Because then once they're there, then it's like you kind of forget about them. Then it's like, oh, yay, you got 2 days coming up. I don't know. What's better about it is very nice parenting, but
She beat me to it.
I want to keep working on my tattoo sleeves, so I want to get more tattoo.
I thought there were stickers.
Yeah. Somebody called me Doodle Bear one time, and I thought that was the funniest thing in the entire world.
No, people can't. Here's the thing. Are you looking for a job right now? Are y'all struggling with work?
Doodle Bear is, right? Like a toy from like the 90s, and you could, oh yeah, like that's me right there.
Like, for real. Like, are y'all struggling?
And I half finished sleeve,
Chris taking all of our jobs. He must be AI. First of all, I'm taking jobs that I am qualified for. That's what I'm doing.
that's something I want to do more next year.
That's a good thing you know your secret stuff.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I have.
All right, watch this. Watch this.
Yeah, I'm taking a half day sometime next month. I think I have my appointment. I think yeah, a couple weeks from now I have my next tattoo session. So that's what I'll be doing.
I can go next. I think I buy a lot of video games. Like I
I
bought
guess I'll go next.
I'll go
So here in Vermont,
Dang it, I messed up.
I've really been enjoying
My mic is off.
out and walking. There's tons of trails, and some of them are just like forest preserve type trails.
All right, I'm going after this.
But there's also mountain trails, and there's a lot of mountain hiking.
Oh, I couldn't tell you were a Virgo.
Next year, I hope to be able to do more of that with my husband.
What is your current job?
Enjoy a good
That's the
meal,
question.
good view.
I heard Vermont is beautiful.
It is.
I've never been there, but
I highly recommend a visit, and will be happy to share awesome destinations.
yeah.
Does the Appalachian Trail go through Vermont?
It does, yeah.
It does?
Right up the middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it goes all the way to Maine. Mount Katahdin.
Are you close to it? I think it's interesting that people who like hike the trails, they have trail names.
I'm saying remote is the way to go.
Do you guys have trail names?
I love my life so much more working remote than I ever did working a regular job. Like I would never go back to another job if I didn't have to. Never. I don't. That's why I think I want to do IT
2026.
because like those jobs are mostly going to make you work from home. All right. I'm gonna try to chime in real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know which one now.
Who's next?
I can go next real quick. I am a game collector, but I'm not a good game completionist. So I've told myself this year I want to finish the games I've been buying. So I'm going back and like looking at my Switch 2, like, all the games I downloaded for my Switch, and I'm playing through right now Pokemon Snap 2, the new one, and I'm making it a point to before I buy another game to finish the ones I have. So I'm gonna make it a concerted effort to play a game a month.
That's a good goal.
Yeah. Like making use of the money I already spent.
Chris, I have a manual Excel file that I update every time I need full credit on a video game. Just to track the systems I'm playing it on, how I actually felt about it,
Wow.
catalog everything that I've been playing within a year. It actually do like a little infographic at the end of the year.
That's a really good idea. I might steal that. That's great.
Fun. Yeah. More sleep and more hockey.
All right. That was my chime in for my work meeting. They do these icebreakers at this job, which are great. And so I just tell the truth real quick, because one, Douglas Funny here makes fun of me all the time for all the games that I buy that I don't finish, and I don't have any excuses. I need to finish these damn games. Yo, Sierra is MAGA. She ain't ever coming back. I argue with her already. I already got down on her case. Like on Instagram. Like that boy, that girl done, Joe. She's It's always the fine ones who use too many filters that want to be in Trump supporters. It ain't right, bro. No, but I would not be surprised if she like unfollowed me because I'm like, yo, what is wrong? Like, yes, dude, Sierra is a Trump supporter, wholeheartedly. It hurts my heart whenever I see people that I thought were cool, like, and they like, yeah, and you ain't scare her off. She was not the one. She was MAGA in my mind. In my mind, if you go MAGA, you are already gonna go MAGA. I'm straight ish, but I want to buy that red hat that says "Make America." Wait, what did YouTube censor? Make America what again? Be creative. I am not lying. She is MAGA. Go on her Instagram, bro. She is MAGA. I can't. I don't need to make this up. I don't know that girl for real. No, not her. Sierra, who comes to these streams. I know Trump. He lives in my city in Florida. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm okay with that too.
Then I'm also been trying to build this dresser for like 10 years. So I'd like to finish that. 10 years for a dresser?
Like, yeah, tell us more about the 10-year dresser.
I can't remember.
So one reason I got this job is because I'm a nerd. I'm not even kidding you. I put my YouTube channel on my top of my resume, and so my boss, now boss, went to go look at it, and she saw it. She goes, "You know what? I think that you would get along really well with Matt, who's her boss, because he's a giant nerd. You look at his background; he has Spider-Man and Batman and all this stuff on his back of his wall. He too got the Switch too. So I decided to go ahead and just like let me lean in on that because at one point that helped me out in another career path. So I leaned in on the nerd stuff. So we had a whole convo in my interview about Star Wars, and then I got hired. Let's see. One second. Keeping you informed. I'll look over. All right. See, this is how you keep these jobs, though. I'm buying myself a little bit of time. All right. I try to fight back against Karens that start things in public. Are you buying the PS5 version Sony's putting out? No, I'm not. Nope, I'm keeping the PS5 I already got. Here's the thing, I don't play it enough. I mean, I thought I would be playing this thing all the time. I don't play it that much. I play my Switch more now than my PS5. Like I'll get on and play like Marvel Rivals, and I'll download my free game. You know, what I mean, from the Sony store or free games. But I don't really play it. And I thought I was gonna be playing all these like crazy immersive games, but they haven't put out a lot of games that really get me like, yeah, I need a PS5, so I'm not gonna spend more money updating a system I don't play already. I don't even know what they changed. What are they changing? Is it like a PS5 Pro? See, I have Crash Bandicoot still, and I have Street Fighter. But it's like I have a lot of games, and I never finish it at all. Like it's awful. I just put a reason why it was selection because there wasn't too much to choose from. I mean, yeah, I feel like Kamala wasn't it. Yeah, it's hard because Kamala wasn't it, but neither was Trump. And in my opinion, I'd rather voted for a normal person than whatever the hell Trump is putting out here. I ain't going to church meeting, bro. All right. So I dated this girl who was a literal thirst trap in college and a little bit after college. And the reason I broke up with her is because she was too weird. And I know that sounds odd coming from me, but she really was like too weird. Like I felt like she was gonna collect my bones. But now I look at okay. Then like I like. All right, cool. I'm not part of this part of the meeting. I gotta talk at all. Although I like. Let's see my mic zeroed out. All right. All right. So next I have a meeting with my boss. Um, I have finished transfer. Well, I've been playing the new Pokemon Snap, and I disagree. It's actually pretty exciting. Like the new one is they put too much into it. I'm not using any guides to help me. It's actually like pretty fun. Like I have the old Pokemon Snap. I have like the literal cartridge, and I was gonna try to sell it. I know it will go from some big money, but like right now I'm like, you know what? Let me hold on to it a little bit longer. But anyway, the new one is fantastic. My question is that why you voting against your best interests? You don't care about folks like us, right? Oh, scroll up. Hold on, let me scroll up. Did I miss something crazy? What am I looking for? Chris, scroll up. Okay, almost done with Pokemon Snap, but it's boring. Crash Bandicoot 4. Wait, scroll up. I didn't get mad, voted for him. In fact, on the street, Charisma. Grew up on it though. Haven't played Street Fighter. The Advanced Crash Bandicoot. PlayStation 5. Just got Street Fighter on Switch 2, along with Capcom Collection 1. Goodbyes. By the way, the new Street Fighter is on sale for $20 now in the eShop. Oh, is it? See, I already have it. I want to buy it again. Yeah, on the singing channel, the chosen one like Ash Ketchum. What did I miss? I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't see anything. Why did I scroll up? All right. I got a meeting with my boss that I don't like in like 30 minutes. And I need to book it. Like, I'm a few islands. Same. I'm a few islands in, but I don't like it as much. I mean, it's different. I think once you get deeper into it, it does get more fun, in my opinion, at least. Um, it doesn't have the same like you throw the apple in the lava and then the tree and then the lava makes the Pokemon fall in and then Charizard pops out. It's more of like just trying to get better pictures. But I'll say this too. I can almost tell now what the game's gonna think is a good picture half the time. Like you get the Pokemon into an activity, you get the Pokemon moving and being in action, you get the Pokemon in like full frame in the face, you get the Pokemon with a cool background, full frame in the face. And I've been just really trying to figure out my techniques on how to get a Pokemon in the right spots. Because some Pokemon don't respond to the apples, some of them do. Some of them don't respond to the music. Some of them do, especially when they're sleeping. Like I've been really trying to figure out what the strategies are to be good at this game. It's actually really fun when you figure out that there's a way to get the Pokemon to do what you want. Like I'm pretty deep into it, if you can't tell. And then you also want to go into and try to get more points into the ones you already completed and do the Explorer mode part 2 and part 3 because you get different outcomes. And also, if you go back to the same locations, the Pokemon sometimes are moving in different patterns, so they're not doing what they were doing last time you were there. So if you think that you figured it out before, you really didn't. And you want to try to also complete your Pokedex, Photodex rather. Yeah, man, there's levels to this. There are levels to this. I am in a single Sierra. I was asking if you're talking about the Sierra that... Yes, her. Oh, yeah, I already said yes. I said that a long time ago. I said the Sierra that visited the channel. Yeah, that was her. Yes, she's MAGA. Sadly, she's MAGA. I'm like, damn it, man. Why the final one's going to be MAGA, bro? Oh, cool. The Japanese one. What did it played? It played on your Switch. I want to ask Ketchum one. Hold on one second, guys. I'm gonna. You see the truth now. My auntie's a man now. The way you fellas talk about Pokemon, that'd be adult content games of that Pokemon stuff. I mean, I'm sure there is somewhere, but they're animals, man. That's nasty. Auntie's a man now. Imagine not being. Imagine not being your favorite Kendrick song. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, I did know that actually because I know I downloaded that Japanese game via my Japanese profile I made. The one where you can like grab the boobies and slap them around. I just wanted to see what the game was like, and so I downloaded it on the Japanese version of the Switch. I forgot you can do that. All right, true. So I put a poor little animal and a ball and carrying it around. No Steam Deck for me. All right, I gotta like. I'm a nerd. I got a Charizard plush. for $20 at Walmart. They have 2 vinyl figurines, Charmander, Snorlax for decoration. I mean, if I show you the rest of my apartment, you'd be like, that makes sense. He would do that. Let me compensate for the sun real quick. Hold on. I love this thing. I can do this. No. Mama, no. Fix it. And now we got good lighting. Or y'all ever been like, no camera, more camera, no camera, more camera. Now you know too much. What? Mama, what the? Who did this? Who was playing game with the bot? The sun's getting really bright all of a sudden in the area where my camera is, so that's what's happening. Let's see. Let's see the tour. I can't because we're wired in. I can't undo everything and then carry you around. Well, no, it's the mic. If I take it out, the mic will not go with it. We'll do a tour though. I'll do a cell phone tour next time I'm streaming on Tuesday. No way dating guess if you dig deep, you can find all kinds of secrets in the world of Pokemon. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Meeting with my boss is starting. I'll be honest, I don't really care, so I'm gonna keep the stream going. I'm not even gonna mute it because I don't care. It's how bad it is, y'all. All right. Here we go. Let's see what happens. It should be interesting, y'all. Again, the stream isn't staying up, so I don't really care. Oh, it's muted. Hello.
Hey Chris, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm fine. Alright. I have hard things.
Okay.
Okay. So a few things, Chris, we need to discuss quickly. Um. So yesterday I had a Simpsons meeting, right?
Right.
Wednesday that happened
Okay.
for the deck we prepared.
Right.
So we got beating out of that call.
Okay.
The reason why I'm telling you is on Iowa, and the reason was the movement of dates for 9/23 to 10/17. Right?
Okay.
So yesterday was 9/24, so they were asking why you guys didn't know that earlier, right? And why are we catching this at the moment of time where the development has to be completed by this time? But of course, the date moved to 10/17.
Right.
You mentioned that there are 3 features or whatever the features that were underestimated and been pulled in for re-estimation, and after that, Atlantis has given us this timeline, right?
Right.
But the issue is not that. Issue is like why we are not communicating. The problem is with that movement of timeline from Atlantis for this project, there is a dependency on Duel's project for one of the piece that Atlantis is working on with this project.
Right.
Because of this, that other piece is blocking Gita on Duels, and that her date moved out because we moved our date to deliver her stuff for 10/17. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There's a dependency of Iowa's Atlantis work on this landing page for duels. So we need to fix this, right? And I have reviewed the deck with Jenny earlier before the call. We didn't call out much stuff. So first of all, we need to make sure the deck updates we're doing for any of the project, whatever you're doing. I'm telling the same message for others. Um, it shouldn't be PHR oriented. That means it's not like Mazari's status because there are other BTS stuff in there, right? For example, they have cycles of stuff, right? Testing cycles and that. Susan is not interested to learn know about that. All right, she removed, and if you go back to that deck, she has moved things around, removed some of the stuff. Are you there?
I'm there. I'm shaking my head. Sorry.
All right.
Yep.
So PHR needs to be DXC oriented, not the P. We are pulling the stuff from the PHR.
Okay.
From their status. We need to be focused on DXC. This is DXC Susan's meeting, right? She needs to know a few things. Are we on track from development cycles, whatever the date we are getting from DXC side, right? And we do care about Edmo because they do end-to-end testing.
Okay.
If the date is shifting or anything like that. Any other issues, like we mentioned, the risks, which is fine. Risks are fine. Like Web Atlantis has this, Web PHP has this. That is fine. The risk has to call out. There's no issue there. Because we've been providing the risks and issues from the DXC side, right? So that part is there, but from standard of putting this information together, and it shouldn't be BTS tech oriented stuff.
Okay.
You get my point?
Yep. Yes. Yeah. So yeah. And so I'm gathering everything from the project, but you want me just to focus only on what DXC is working on exclusively.
So when I say DXC, don't get me wrong, that means the go live day is gonna be the same, right?
Right.
No testing cycle is gonna be the same. That's fine. Development and completion is dev and QA we're providing from DXC side always, right?
Mhm.
Not other team. And any risk and issues from DXC side, if DXC is blocking any other stuff, or other teams are blocking us to do our work, like remember to prepare issue.
Yeah.
It has to provide this and that. Atlantis was blocked, stuff like that. That is fine. But the accomplishments area and stuff is more around like what she's putting, or Mazari or Sujit is putting for New Jersey, am I right?
Right.
That's pretty, they're PHR oriented. Use UMCM service type mapping. I mean,
Right.
Susan doesn't care about that.
Okay.
Right? That's one point. Now, second point is related. So, to do this, because we have two issues in hand now, we need to catch these issues early on, right? And this is all the conversation I've been chatting with you. Don't get me wrong, because the chats doesn't show the intentions, right? How the other person is speaking about things.
Right.
Another thing is, the reason I was asking the drivers of chain for New Jersey Emma, right? That where Jenny's pinging me because Susan is asking her, right? If you are in those project timelines or discussions or the status meetings, you should already know that why these drivers, what were the driver changes for these dates, right? And it's been like 2 days we got this information pulled out. And I know you're trying to be due diligent, not to provide the incorrect information again, right?
Right.
I do understand that part, but we need to be very vigilant in these team meetings, status meetings, for example, Iowa or New Jersey.
Okay.
What pieces are these DXC folks are committing to, right? They're saying 10-9, 9-23, whatever the date is, right? You should ask those questions like what sprint they're falling into. All right. For example, Atlantis has worked, right?
Mm.
And they're saying, oh, all right, we're gonna do this PFP and all that by this date. Is this reflected in Jira? One. Number two, you can check in Jira Align quickly if that is updated and if they're committed to it, right?
Right.
The third question is the most important question, which we've got beaten. Is there any dependency of this work to any other project? If you you moving the date, for example, 10/9/2017, for any team you're talking, like Roy, Kita, wherever that Ted, right? You need to ask if you're moving the date. First of all, if they're moving the date, then that should ring bells and whistles. We've been asked to over communicate that now. That means that you reaching out to me, you're sending out a note to Corey, me, make sure Corey and me both, that these people are changing the dates.
Okay.
Email out, ring the bell, do whatever you want to do. I won't stop you.
All right.
I will never say that you didn't talk to me first.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do. I do. Just give me more autonomy to
Yeah, this is
go
your
on.
project. I'm getting blamed, you're gonna get blamed. Right?
Right.
If you keep getting this kind of feedback, I'm gonna get it, you're gonna get it. Because I'm not on all those meetings for these two projects, right? So, ring the bell and listen, ask questions bluntly, brutally. Why the date is shifting, provide me the updated information, copy me, copy Corey right away. I don't want you to go to Corey without talking, I mean like copying me, so I would know at least what you're talking about, right?
Okay.
Copy both of us. Yeah, this is moving. Roy said that. He said it. Whoever in DXC. And the next question you're gonna ask is why, right? So you should have that information from them. That's what the information is provided. This is what they're saying. So at least we know that right at the moment the data is shifting. It's not coming in late in the game. You get my point?
I do.
That's the second piece. The third piece is how are you gonna get closer to this? That means keep Jira line closed. Ask them question which sprint is in. Ask the question what's the sprint cycle? For example, 2 weeks. What's the end and start and end date for these sprints? Sometimes the work end early before the end of the sprint because
Right.
you have to deliver it to somebody like Atmo or somebody else have to develop it, right?
Mm.
But we need to know those dates. Keep it handy. Keep those dates handy because that is the biggest issue what happened with Iowa.
Okay. All right. So I need to get closer to Jira line.
Yeah, because
Okay.
these dates, and I'm telling you, if this happens again, we're all gonna go. This is just as of I'm telling you, both of us, because we are double list here. I'm not sure about Safti and what's going on there. That's Corey's and Solomon. And I told you, right? But web is a wild place. It's not like the others, like Swati and others. They just started to cry out loud. The problem is we gotta know when we gotta know, right? And then we told everybody that hey, the date is moving. The very valid question is, are we not that close to it that when they start to talk about it, did we communicate that? That's where we're lagging. That's where I didn't get the information.
Okay.
Right?
I think so one thing I'm thinking about is I feel like we're not as ingrained with. I'm just going to use Roy for example. With Roy's team, the way we should be. Like if they're having tech meetings, we should probably be in those meetings because what happens a lot, and this is what happened with both these projects actually, is they came out of a meeting and then I was asking for my normal status, and this happened in 3 of my projects, and Roy said no, we're moving the date out, and that decision was already made and determined, and I was in there, we're moving on it. And at that point, I mean, this is just kind of what I'm used to because Roy's dates always move out in all of his other projects. So I expected that. So I was like, okay, well, this is what Roy does. So I didn't realize it was going to be to sound this giant alarm across the. Yeah.
I know it's Atlantis, Roy's team always.
Yeah.
I don't know. We encounter some other teams as well, I think, but not as much as what Roy
Right.
is on.
Right.
And I feel like I'm getting feedback and a beat up because of Atlantis now. Right?
Right.
Because they keep shifting the date. They just move, oh, we missed the story. Alright? Now they're saying like why did they miss the story? I don't know.
Right. Because we're not that close to that part of the project. So I guess I can ask Roy to include me in all of his meetings with the team going forward.
So the third point, what I'm saying, you got the first 2, right?
Yep.
Getting to the third point.
Mhm.
We need to get closer to one portal stuff or any critical projects. If you see in the deck, that's critical. Not all the projects in the deck. HR Florida is not there, right?
No.
Not other projects like you just hand it over to Marty. It's not in here. but anything in here is going to Susan, right? So any project in here, we need to be ingrained. That means check your line, ask for the sprint board, which sprint it is in, right? I don't want you to go into the story points, but at least ask them what are the feature numbers, so you can go and search on Jira line, right? Quickly. Keep ask them the feature numbers. So what I'm saying here, you go in here on Jira line and quickly search and just type. Do you have the feature number? Perfect. 10482 is the OL ID. Sometimes it comes with the OL ID. These are the features, right? You see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
You click on it. So for the story, for the feature, you see this is Iowa migration implement, whatever that. Who owns it? You see the owner, Sean is the owner. What's the date? 10/7. How many stories are underneath it? See, 2 accepted, there are 2 pending approval. So 2 are still in works, right?
Mm-hmm. See that? Okay, yeah.
We need to get to this level. I'm meeting again with Corey. I had a big bang meeting with Corey this morning after the call yesterday. I have a fight with Madur, and because of us, Iowa timeline moved. We are green now, you know that, but the duels is not,
Right.
because 10/17 date is moving some other project. You get my point?
Yeah, I do.
We need to ask these questions. Okay, you're moving the date. You're gonna ring the bell, ring the bells and whistles. Now, the second question: are you impacting any other project? That tracker is not out there today, right? So we can quickly identify. You need to ask this question until the tracker is there, which I'm starting a conversation with Corey to build.
Okay.
You get one point?
Yeah, no, yeah, you know, see how the projects all link together and how they might be affecting each other and cascading through.
Right? And if they're on the call, if they're not on the call, reach out to them, ping them, raise the issue. I have a attendance issue with this person. Copy me and Corey. This is what Corey asked.
Okay.
And bluntly, it's not like, I don't know if they're available or not. What the heck? We need to get the status, and you can send it out once you reach out in Teams. If you don't get the status, then you can just send an email out, copying that person, copying me and Corey. Hey, I didn't get the response, and this is critical piece. Can you provide the information? You mentioned 10/7. I'm looking at Jira's 10/19, or the date doesn't match. If they come back, yeah, this is the target date. We are on track. Okay, but this doesn't reflect in Jira. Can you please go update?
I get it.
You get my point?
I do. I get it. We need to be more proactive around Jira because I feel like, for me, it's been a secondary piece. Cause I've been mostly focused on ServiceNow and the decks and the PHRs, but we need to be ingrained with where the work is happening.
Yeah, for the projects which are in the deck,
Right.
right? For the projects which are in the deck, yes, we need to get into the shape. We need to get all the information. It's like your own baby. Run it, ask questions. If DXC is pushing right away, escalate it right away. All right, and make sure why they're pushing, what didn't happen, who owns it, stuff like that, right?
Yep.
All that kind of information has to come in deck right away.
Got
Plus, I mean, deck happens every week. We're not gonna wait for next week. We're gonna raise the bells and whistles right away.
Right.
The moment you are out of that meeting. Right at the moment. We need to over communicate these issues right away. Copy Jenny, copy Corey, copy me. Hey, this is the problem. They will see that you're owning it. At the moment, they have, and which is a bit true as well, that we are just giving a support on top. Right? Considering the volume of the projects. But at least for these projects, which are on deck, you gotta do this.
Okay.
Huh?
Yep. No, I get it.
So, I want you to go back to the previous deck, which is this one. Alright?
Wait, which one? Wait,
Get
which
Iowa
one? Wait. What's the date? Make sure I get the right date. What's the date on this deck?
yesterday.
Okay. Yep.
Yesterday's deck.
Okay.
Check New Jersey EMA, Everything is tracked. The Venmo timeline is there. I have created a new deck for, if you go to Teams, you know where the deck will rise, right?
No. Let's see.
Go to Digital Operations here,
Okay.
Files.
Oh yeah. I have the decks already saved. All right.
So the next week's deck's here.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Now the thing is, look at this. We need information. We need owners. And what did we do about it? It's not like we are just relaying the information. We're taking it, putting it in here, and this is what's happening. What are we doing about it? Right? We need to own it for at least the products on this deck. Ask whoever that is. It's not about Atlantis. Whoever that is. We need to find out the stories, the features they're working on, and whoever the project manager on the BTS side, they have the list of the features as well, so you can go back to their status quickly, pick it up to those features, and check here, and
Okay.
right? And once you get in practice, you'll know what features they're working on.
Okay.
It seems like they're not doing a good job of PI planning, where they didn't identify these dependencies, and because of that, you're going to be
Right.
right? So, is that clear? So I can come through the next point. These are the three pieces we need to make sure. The fourth one is, because of this, there's a scrutiny process started. Before the next Wednesday's meeting, there's going to be another meeting with Corey, Jenny, and everybody, us, all of us. Whatever we're putting here, they're going to review it before presenting it to Susan.
Okay.
So we need to make sure we have answers, what we're doing in here, right? The things I was asking you in the chat that day, they're gonna ask directly those questions, like Jenny. So that means being on those meetings where these statuses are getting discussed. Definitely, I mean, if the information is not there yet, you can always say we're still finding out to get in, right?
Right.
There's a meeting coming up. But most of it, they expect that we should know already what we're putting here, right? So, for example, New Jersey, Iowa, we talked about 4 features, right?
Right.
4 features. What are those features? If you have the number, you can have the detail on the back of the napkin. Because you can always, if you have the feature number, you can go back to Jira line, type in the Jira feature, it's going to come up. You know what that is, that piece is. Independent. Why it's not estimated? You get my point?
Yeah. So one thing I'll ask you is, if the blocks are supposed to be, very, very concise, do I include those features there? Because that's why I only put 4 features, because I'm trying to keep it concise.
Breaking up. Can you come again?
Yeah. If the block is supposed to be concise, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not overloading it with information.
The block? No, you don't have to overload. This is what Jenny did. If you see, this is not what she did. She pulled the stuff here and there and all that yesterday.
Okay.
So block would be, if you're on track, it should be green for next week, of course. Risks are here.
Right.
Block should be anything that prominent needs to give out, right, to Susan. But this was like that. For example, if you see here, Indiana, nothing has changed. Right?
Okay. All right.
That's the block. If you see here,
Okay. So, got it. Okay. When Corey told me what a block was, though, Corey told me it's just 4 bullet point sentences, not a
It's-
summary.
it's for what?
Corey explained it as 4 sentences that are descriptive, not paragraphs, which is why I started writing it that way. So should I change the way I'm writing that?
I don't know. I feel this is good.
Okay.
I mean, this is what Corey asked for, right?
Yeah.
This one here,
Yep.
for example, is yours, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
This is fine.
this format.
Yeah, this
Okay.
is fine. But anything like this has to be there too, right?
Got it.
Yellow due to delays in 4 features. What are those features?
Okay.
Right. What information? So Susan would know the numbers of features. She needs to know bulleted what are those features are basically what are these landing page development or PFP changes and stuff like that, right? PDF benefits overview, whatever that for each of those features. You can check in drill on quickly
Okay.
what those features. And if you don't know, then perfectly fine. Go back, ask their owners, what the heck is this? What this feature is doing? Because if this is not happening, the other person is, you know, you need to manage the whole project from the DXC side. And you're talking to DXC. I'm not asking you to go out, right? For TrueK Classic and all that thing, they provide just override, doing the data and all that. But
Right.
DXC, within DXC, all these spas, yeah, they have owners, so Gene has list. We need to coordinate with them what's going on, provide the status here, right? And if the date is shifting, then we know what to do.
Right.
We just talk about it.
Yeah. Ring the bells. Let everybody know right away. Tag you and Corey.
So maybe you don't have the information. They're shifting the date because of this. I'm digging into it, but keeping you guys in the loop.
Right.
You know, this is happening. Jenny, Imran, Corey, this is what's happening.
Yeah. Let you know early. Yep. Let you know early. I got it. Yep.
So we know you're digging into it. Why this is moving and is there a mitigation plan or not? You're working on it, but you have already identified, hey, this is the issue.
Got it.
So we don't take the blame because we are taking the blame as we are reporting it out. You get my point?
Right. I get it. Yep.
Just because we're reporting it out, it's not us because they didn't do the planning well.
Right.
But that's our fault, I see, because we need to get ingrained.
But is it our fault that they didn't plan during PI appropriately though? Because we're not part of those PI meetings.
That's another battle. I've been telling them they just re-estimated. I told Corey they should have done the better PI planning then.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. That's how it should go. I mean, that's Mazzari agreed with that. Me and Mazzari went over this. He's like, it's bad planning from their part. The PI planning should have been done better.
So yeah, that's what I said. But from the governance perspective, for you and me, we are governing it, right? Supporting this project and reporting it out. So we need to catch this early if this is happening. And then we can always blame as secondary that PI planning didn't happen. Look, issues happen in project, but we need to identify and try to report out early.
Okay.
The whole thing came up at 9:17 to 9:24. So Susan asked, why now? Why didn't we identify the feedback? All right.
Right.
I mean, from her position, I can understand, but we got to know a few days ago. But we didn't ring the bells.
I mean, I put in my report as soon as he told us, and then we started moving. But we found out, as you already know, end of day on a Friday. That's how we found out.
Last Friday, right?
Yeah, he told us end of day, like it was like 4 p.m., 3 p.m. And then me and Mazzari, I was talking to Mazzari about it, and then she didn't respond until after 5 because she was busy. And then we started moving on it immediately on Monday. And we let everybody know. So, I mean, I don't really know if we need to, again, we didn't know we needed to go ring the bells and let everybody in the world know. But it was reported immediately as soon as it came to across my desk.
Yeah, next time, Corey, me, and Jenny, separate note out. This is what's happening. These are the people who are the culprits and why we're trying to find out.
Right.
Right away.
Okay.
Don't wait. Even on your cell phone, just type in our names and just send it. You know.
Got it.
Doesn't have to be a big
Okay.
formal. You get my point?
I do. I get it. Being more proactive.
Yes, you and me need to fix this starting next week or this week, of course, from now and next moment, next second.
Yep.
This is a lot of details I asked. So better prepare by Monday and day end of Tuesday morning.
Okay.
Because you have a meeting at Tuesday morning of these, right?
Right.
All the information, ask question in the Suji's meeting, hey, DXE folks, anybody else shifting the date, tell us now. Tell us now. You see any problems, risk issues, tell us now. Right?
Yep.
Are you on track for your stuff? Even before the ending of meeting, ask them this question. Right? And Scrum Masters needs to do a better job when the things and stories are moving, they need to bubble it up for us. So that's the other conversation I'm trying to have with Corey.
Okay.
You get my point?
I do.
I trust you on this.
Okay.
I count you on this.
Yep.
Alright, anything else?
Nope.
So New Jersey, Emma, you got and Iowa here.
Mm.
Just brush it out from inside out. See
So,
what's going on?
all right. So, am I rewriting both these decks for this week, or am I doing that for next week?
No.
Okay.
No. Monday, Tuesday. Just make sure that updates are DXC savvy,
Yep.
focused, not cycles and test and technical stuff.
Yep.
Any issues are fine, but with detail you are doing it. But and dates are fine. And if date's moving, cross out the previous one, add the new one.
Yep.
Give the block, that's fine. It's not about the deck. This is for the deck. But what actually happened in those meetings is you're asking questions, catching things early, going back to Jira line, finding the features, what those features are, what those feature means to any other project. Ask question if this is a dependency for other projects, and keep asking if they're on track and stuff like that.
Okay. Done. It's what I do already, but I think it's just being more obtuse about the reporting.
Yeah, we cannot just give a high level support on these.
Okay.
This is getting reported to Susan.
Okay.
And the next, I cannot take that next time. Definitely, we cannot.
Understood.
All right, anything else, Chris?
Not for me.
All right, thanks, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
You know what? Here's something I'm realizing. I'm just gonna say this real quick. I don't even think that it's my boss as much as he annoys me. I actually now think it's the overall organization that I work for. Now, I know you guys probably sat through that. You didn't know what was happening. I'll give you guys a really quick run through. And this is the shortest way I can explain this. The company that I work for now, one of them, they are obsessed with the blame game. Like, I've always kind of been of the mindset of, if there's a problem, let's just solve it and move forward, right? Let's not sit here and blame people and point fingers and go, well, you did this, you did that. Well, I didn't do that, you did this, right? In this company, because I've been burned so many times before, I've had to be the dude who, like, literally sits there and, like, I don't know how to say this, but, like, I've been blamed for stuff that wasn't my fault in jobs I worked before. I'm like, this don't make no sense. What the hell, right? You're doing a great job. And next thing I know, the whole world is burning down. And I really am sick of it. So now I'm the person who documents everything and covers my own butt constantly and make sure that, like, everything I have to say is documented and people have proof that I'm on top of it. And it just sounds like to me that, you know, for whatever reason, in this company, they're pushing my manager to push me, which makes him anxious, and it makes me anxious, and it's not good for anybody. I don't know. I just struggle with it. But anyway, I do have another meeting I have to jump to, and then from there I need to hop in the shower and rush out the door. Well, I don't have to, but I am. So I'm glad my last part of the convo was you sitting through a boring meeting of mine, but we will absolutely do this again, and I promise I'll see you guys on Tuesday.